Welcome back, Underlord. I must say, I wasn't expecting you quite so soon. The transference may have left you feeling a bit foggy in the head. Focus now. I'll try to ease you back into it. Fortunately, this does seem to get easier each time. This is your home realm, the source of your power, and the anchor that binds you to reality. Many years ago it was destroyed, and you were cast out into formless nothing. Fortunately, you've returned from your exile to once again challenge those who would stand between us and the mortal realm of Kairos. Your resurrection heralds the next phase of our assault upon its wretched empire, now led by the newly crowned Emperor Lucius. But he is least and final of our worries. It's his generals and the protection of their goddess Kira that will truly test our mettle. Ready yourself, Underlord. Let's begin our war for the Overworld. I've been looking for someone to spearhead my campaign. But before we get stuck in, let's refresh that old mind of yours. Welcome back, Underlord. It's been a long time since you were banished to the ether. You've returned as a husk of your former self. But I've taught far denser Underlords than you. Let's start with the basics. This is your dungeon core. The tether that allows you to manifest your malignant will. If destroyed, your consciousness will once again be scattered to the void. Your workers are an extension of your dark will. They have many jobs, but their main focus is in carving out the halls of your dungeon. Put them to work by clicking and dragging your cursor upon the flashing tiles to tag them for excavation. Your workers will now rush forth to dig out and claim the tagged area. Once they have laid down the stones, marking the ground as your own, you will be able to build rooms upon the finished tiles. While your lackeys get to work, look to the east of your dungeon core. This is a gateway, one of the many portals that you'll use to attract minions to your dungeon. Order your workers to dig a path to it now. These underworld gateways connect your dungeon to the lower realms of the underworld, allowing minions to enter your domain. Additional gateways will increase the total number of minions your dungeon can support. Now that you have a gateway, minions can enter into your service. But first you'll need to build the rooms necessary to entice them in. Start by building a barracks. This room will allow your minions to hone their combat skills without the risk of permanent death or disfigurement. Select it and build it by clicking and dragging your hand across the claimed tiles. Most rooms must be built at least 3 by 3 in order to function properly, though the lair and vault are effective at any size. The barracks will give your intelligent minions a place to hone their combat skills, though is less effective for higher level units. It will attract the gnarling, which will feverishly train for combat whenever it isn't relaxing in the tavern. A gnarling has entered your dungeon. Attracted by the barracks, these green-skinned scrappers aren't quite right in the head, and they'll happily hack at your foes until someone is dead. Outside of combat, gnarlings will train themselves within your barracks. You can pick them up with a click if you find them slouching off, then deposit them anywhere within your dungeon with a right click. For further entertainment, you can always put yourself directly into their head by casting possession upon them. A gnarling has entered your dungeon. You can increase the efficiency of props within your rooms by fortifying the walls closest to the props. Workers will fortify walls automatically when they've completed all their other tasks. Now that you have some minions, you will need to cater for their basic needs. First, build a lair, so the pitiful little meat sacks can get some rest. The lair will provide a homely room for your intelligent minions to rest in and recover their health. Minions rendered unconscious in battle will be returned to their lair by your workers, if they can be recovered in time. Well done. But see how your gold reserves have been depleted. Command your workers to mine some of the nearby gold by tagging the gleaming tiles. They collect and return gold to your dungeon coffers, allowing you to spend it on whatever your dark heart desires. Your core can store up to 16,000 gold pieces. But if that number sounds pitifully small, or if wealth inspires the evil in you, simply build a vault to store more. Now that you've got a bit of coin in your pocket, you can build a slaughter pan. This room produces scores of micro-piglets, a delicacy that will sustain the weak flesh of your minions by filling their bellies with succulent pig flesh. The slaughter pan will spawn an endless supply of delicious micro-piglets to feed your hungry minions. It is also required to refill the spit roast in the tavern. Your dungeon has been breached. Cast Rally upon these specters and your minions will immediately sally forth to wreak bloody havoc. Well done. Now finish off the rest of these manifestations with a second rally flag. You can cast Recall upon a minion to immediately return them to your dungeon. Though if they are attacked as it channels, then the spell will fizzle into nothing. The vault will store your hard-earned gold when your dungeon core can no longer store anymore. Each tile will store 1,000 gold, meaning the room is effective at any size. Recall will teleport a unit back to the safety of your dungeon core, or their lair if they have one. The spell will be interrupted if the unit is attacked during the casting, but they will attempt to flee if Recall does not complete successfully. You're on a roll, Underlord, and I've been waiting far too long to begin my war for the Overworld. Let us enter the realm of Kairos and continue your retraining against a more fitting enemy. Well done, Underlord. I see it all coming back quite quickly. I expected nothing less, but there's much still to learn. Why don't we work in a bit of murder while we're at it? Now's the time for a bigger challenge. Before you lies an Imperial keep, guarded by a certain Lord Rusimov. We've punctured the veil of this world through a schism, a point of weakness in the bonds between realms. Unfortunately for us, the Empire has crafted defenses to keep us from the heart of their kingdom. These inhibitors prevent Underlords from trespass, but whether it's bone or stone, it can be broken. I suspect that this Empire force has yet to taste true battle. But before you go engaging them, you'll need to muster up some minions. Unfortunately for me, your time in the ether has left you a weak husk of your former self. In order to reacquire your powers, you will need to access the veins of evil. Open them now, and use a sin to unlock the archive. You have claimed a gateway. Archive unlocked. This room will allow your minions to research additional sins, which can be spent to recover your lost powers. Build one now to begin researching additional sins. This shrine uncovers the fog of war over a wide area, allowing you to spy on your enemies and keep track of their movements. To have your workers prioritize objectives in a specific area, Place a worker rally banner in that location. Build an archive, Underlord. Your forgotten powers are far more impressive than those you currently wield. A gnarling has entered your dungeon. Your vaults are full of gold. Build a larger vault, Underlord. The archive will allow minions to research sins and identify any artifacts that your workers find. You can spend sins in the veins of evil to unlock new aspects. The archive will attract the cultist, but any magical minion may study its ancient tomes for your benefit. A cultist has found its way into your dungeon, attracted by the magical tomes within your archive. These minions will spend most of their time researching sins for you. Though they are weak combatants, they have the power to curse your foes, making them weak to your other minions' blows. Your cultists have worked hard to earn a new sin. Use it within the veins of evil to unlock the tavern. The tavern is an essential room for keeping your minions fed. As they increase in level, they will eventually rebel if there is no tavern to sate their hunger. Build one now, and remember that the tavern is unique and must be built at least 3 by 5 in order to be effective. The tavern will give your minions a place to eat and be entertained. Higher level units require a tavern to be kept happy, with the highest level units becoming angry and rebelling without one. Your minions will spend a small amount of gold when eating in the tavern.
Stay still!
You'll still need a slaughter pen in order to keep your tavern stocked. But in a pinch, you can always drop some alternative meat into the grinder. Rooms will only attract a certain number of minions before becoming full. In order to attract more, you'll need to expand them. Nothing in this life is free, Underlord, and you'll regularly need to pay your minions for their hard work. Be sure to keep an eye on your reserves, for if you've not enough gold for their wages, they'll be swift to find gainful employment elsewhere. Fortunately, your minions will return some of their earnings by buying meals within your own tavern. What a delicious arrangement.
Something evil stirs out there. Scouts, go find what the hell's making all that racket.
Rally your minions to defeat these scouts once they breach your dungeon. Let's keep Sir Rusimov in the dark a little while longer. You should try using the lightning and heal spells to assist your minions in combat. The health of minions is represented by petals surrounding their unit shield. Once no petals remain, a creature will fall unconscious and soon die, unless returned to its lair to recover. This is no game, Underlord. Rally your minions to defend your dungeon core. Heal will restore an injured minion based on their current health. The healing energies will be shared with other nearby minions if they are also
It's mine.
To have your minions ignore rally flags and remain focused on their current objectives, you can assign them to the peace band.
They should be back by now. Bar the doors. We wait for reinforcements.
Look how easily your minions cut down these sappers. If I didn't know better, I'd say the Empire is woefully unprepared. Once minions are rested, you can leave them to their work or force them to train by dropping them in a barracks. A cultist has entered your dungeon. If any of your minions fall in combat, your workers will attempt to rescue them and return them to their lair, where they may rest and recover. If you don't want to do something, you could at least vocalize it, Underlord.
The enemy have breached the damn walls. Steel yourselves, lads. Time to saw some logs.
The Empire's cowardly priestess supports her allies from a distance through her wholly misled beliefs in the goddess Kira. You'll often find her cowering in the Archive and Sanctuary. The Empire's Templar is their core foot soldier, dim-witted and pure battle fodder for an Underlord, despite his training in the barracks.
Stand like a pig! The bite of evil!
The light is gone. Kira, I am extinguished.
It seems almost charitable to put him out of his misery. Well done, Underlord. You're learning much faster this time. We've barely even started, and you already have a notch on your belt. Well, you're making great progress, Underlord. You'll be back to your old self in no time. Our next target is the citadel of the intransigent dotard Lord. Welcome to the breach, Underlord. This stronghold was built into this chasm to safekeep one of the Empire's inhibitors. With its trained garrison, it's virtually impervious to attack. Fortunately for you, their commander, Lord O'Theland, is a vacuous sort who will throw his troops at your dungeon without strategy or order. I can think of no better time for you to learn how to build defenses for your dungeon. But to do this, you'll first need a foundry. Open the veins of evil and unlock it now. Unlock the foundry within the veins of evil. You cannot store more gold. Foundry, unlocked. Build one now and your minions will be happy to create defenses for your dungeon. You've discovered a perception shrine. You've claimed a perception shrine. You'll need an archive and cultists in order to research that artifact. To plan your dungeon, why not use the prophecy spell to clear the fog of war and scout the surrounding terrain? The Blade Lotus will slice and knock back enemies within melee range, becoming a barricade and attacking foes again after every few seconds. It can also be toggled to an inactive mode, which keeps it hidden from enemies. This shrine allows your workers to mine infinite gold, but at a significantly reduced rate compared to a standard gold vein. Click it to toggle the shrine on, but toggle it off again if you wish your workers to perform other tasks. You have discovered a gateway. You have claimed a gateway. A gnarling has entered your dungeon. You've claimed a perception shrine. The Foundry will attract the Chunder, who will diligently hammer away at the anvils to produce defense parts. These are essential in the construction of defenses for your dungeon. A chunder has entered your dungeon. Attracted by the foundry, this gassy creature will joyfully launch the fetid contents of its stomach to attack. Your other minions would do well to stay a few steps back. A chunder has entered your dungeon. Let's hope your vault is brimming, Underlord. It is payday. Splendidly done, Underlord. But see how some of your mana has been locked away. These defenses require a small portion of your mana in order to function. You will regain this locked mana when the defense is destroyed or sold. Many of the defenses you build can be toggled between two distinct modes, each with their own effects. Toggle the Blade Lotus by clicking it now. The Blade Lotus can be dropped into a hidden mode, which allows enemies to unknowingly pass over it. The perfect trap for retreating foes. Now click the Blade Lotus again to reactivate it. When active, the Blade Lotus will carve your enemies down to size, unless you're fighting those stinking dwarves, who will end up pint-sized. Due to its small size, the Blade Lotus is most effective in tight corridors. For a bit more firepower and range, you should consider the Bombard. This defense will launch flaming iron balls at any foe that mistakenly wanders too close, swiftly turning their bodies into broken vessels of bloodied mash. Select the Bombard and build it upon one of the flashing tiles to the east of your dungeon core.
Charge forth and assist your comrades!
The Ballista will launch powerful bolts at any foe that gets too close. What's the opposite of quick-witted? I hope you've built the Bombard by the time you figure it out.
Cut you off.
You've discovered a perception shrine.
Stick it like a pig.
You have discovered a gateway. The Bombard will launch flaming iron balls at nearby foes. It can be toggled into overdrive mode for increased attack speed, though this will also damage it. A gnarling cannot satisfy its needs because it is rallied.
And the souls of
The Bombard can be placed into overdrive mode by clicking it, which will increase the speed at which it fires. However, each attack while in overdrive will damage the defense. Now that you have some offense, you should wall off your dungeon core to prevent your enemies from sneaking in and destroying it. Build a wooden door upon the flashing tile. The wooden door will slow the advance of your enemy for a short time. However, it can also be used to prevent your minions from wandering into haunted corridors or private baths. Destroy the inhibitor swiftly. It lies open and undefended, but for that odious blackguard. Your minions are rebelling, Underlord. Your minions are under attack. Your minions are rebelling. Your minions have entered battle. The wooden door will seal your dungeon from invaders, but it cannot take much punishment. It must be built between two walls and will open and close automatically to let friendly units through, unless it's toggled to the locked state. Silence has never sounded quite so sweet. Achanda has left your dungeon. Achanda has left your dungeon. One of your minions is angry because it hasn't been paid. Superbly executed. Before we move on, I must warn you, the next inhibitor comes with an unpleasant surprise. Fine work, Underlord. Now that Otheland and his cronies are a dehydrated paste, let's move on with our assault and destroy the final inhibitor. Revenge is a dish best served cold, Underlord, but we're a bit lacking in refrigeration. But here entrenched lies the traitorous Underlord Marcus. He has pledged to protect this inhibitor with his life, having convinced the Empire that he means them no harm. The pathetic little turncoat. This uneasy peace has lasted too long. Vanquish this traitorous Underlord and destroy the inhibitor he protects. This place is riddled with brimstone. Its hardened exterior will be impossible to mine using conventional means, but we have other forms of excavation. Open the veins of evil and unlock the Underminer. The Underminer excels at blasting through large chunks of earth. See for yourself by building one near your dungeon core. Unlike defenses, constructs can be placed on neutral territory and in water. Once you have laid the blueprint down, your workers will channel your unholy energies to construct them. I should have mentioned. Brimstone is a fairly volatile substance. Now that you're out, look east to see an abandoned beast den. You can use the wooden bridge to span your dungeon across water. Build one to the island in order to claim the beast den. This room will allow bloodthirsty beasts to enter your dungeon. Unlike normal minions, beasts cannot work nor train themselves in your barracks. They wish only to strip the flesh from your enemies. In addition, they do not require payment or a lair, and they are more than happy to eat micro-piglets straight from your slaughter pen. However, these unfortunate creatures care not for their own lives, and will fight until their last breath. They cannot be saved if they fall in battle. The Skarg is a deceptively cute beast that prefers the flesh of dwarves above all, and can be trained to fetch and return eyeballs. You've claimed a perception shrine. An Oculus has entered your dungeon. The Oculus is a master of the mind. If it encounters an enemy, it will assault their senses, temporarily turning them into a vegetable. Outside of battle, the Oculus will explore the depths of the underworld, relaying back what it sees to you and to its eldritch hive mind. You can rally all of your beasts to battle using the Beast Rally flag. Use your newfound powers and the formidable strength of your beasts to destroy Underlord Marcus and the Empire force he colludes with. You've discovered a gold shrine. You've claimed a gold shrine. You've encountered an Empire patrol. No sense in letting them get away now, is there? You have discovered a gateway. Your minions are under attack. You've discovered a perception shrine. A Skarg has entered your dungeon. The Empire's juggernaut has built his strength toiling away in the foundry and garrison. Unsurprisingly, he can tolerate humongous amounts of damage and mitigate the damage his allies receive. Siege shrines improve the speed at which your workers dig through earth and fortified walls. This shrine empowers your workers, allowing them to destroy enemy fortified walls with ease. Your vaults are full of gold. discovered a perception shrine. Claimed the perception shrine. You have discovered a gateway. Your vaults cannot store any more gold. Some of your creatures have started a cult. Your vaults cannot store any more gold.
They throw their lives away, blindly following you to destruction. Are you any different?
You've claimed the perception shrine. You have discovered a gateway. The enemy is claiming your shrine. An An enemy has claimed your perception shrine. Your minions fight the enemy.
Retreat from this place. We have no need to fight one another.
The enemy is claiming your shrine. You've claimed a perception shrine. An enemy has claimed your perception shrine.
They throw their lives away, blindly following you to destruction. Are you any different?
Your shrine is being claimed by the enemy. You've claimed a gold shrine. An enemy has claimed your perception shrine. An enemy has claimed your gold shrine. A Narding has entered your dungeon. It's time to pay your minions, Underlord. You've claimed the perception shrine. Your shrine is being claimed by the enemy. The enemy is claiming your shrine. An enemy has claimed your perception shrine.
Look how easily they throw their lives away, blindly following you to destruction. Are you any different?
Your gateway is being claimed by an enemy. An enemy has claimed your gateway.
I can taste death, fast approaching. The ether beckons. Can you feel it tugging as I do? leave this place!
Your minions are in combat. You have destroyed an enemy's dungeon core.
You'll regret not heeding my advice. Underlord, this campaign will be the end of you.
Pay no attention to his frightened blabbering. This shrine produces defense parts over time, which your workers can use to build more defenses. It can store up to 8 parts at once. It seems you found a weakness within Marcus's walls. Do you remember how to deal with brimstone, Underlord? Why not crack open his dungeon with a bit of a bang? A cultist has entered your dungeon.
Steady, catcher.
There's a joke I'd love to tell you, Underlord, but the ratings board wouldn't let me. A chunder has entered your dungeon. Another patrol. Give these dogs the beating they deserve. Your minions are under attack. Your minions are being attacked. Your minions fight the enemy.
Stick it like a pig!
Your minions are fighting the enemy. Your creatures are in combat. An oculus cannot satisfy its needs because it is rallied. You've discovered a perception shrine.
How does that taste?
It is payday. Your minions fight the enemy. A Skarg is unhappy because it has no food. A Chunder cannot satisfy its needs because it is rallied.
I'm gonna eat you!
Underminer complete. Unleash your hounds to tear the flesh from these Empire goons. is unhappy because it hasn't been paid. The Empire presence is fish food. Well done. A gnarling cannot satisfy its needs because it is rallied. They say form follows function. If they're right, then your function is atrocious. Your form defies definition. One of your minions is angry because it hasn't been paid. Your minions are beginning to starve, Underlord. Your minions are rebelling, Underlord. Your minions are turning mutinous, Underlord. One of your minions is angry because it hasn't been paid. A cultist has left your dungeon. Your minions are beginning to starve, Underlord. A Chandler has left your dungeon. A cultist has left your dungeon. A chunder has left your dungeon. A gnarling cannot satisfy its needs because it is rallied. A chunder has left your dungeon. Underminer complete. Your minions are rebelling. Your minions are beginning to starve, Underlord. Your minions are revolting against you, Underlord. It's time to pay your minions, Underlord.
You are nothing.
Your minions are unable to find any food. A gnarling has left your dungeon. A cultist cannot satisfy its needs because it is rallied. A gnarling has left your dungeon. Your minions are under attack. Your minions are turning mutinous, Underlord. Your minions are revolting against you, Underlord. A cultist cannot satisfy its needs because it is rallied. Your minions are under attack.
Behold, your insides are custard pudding.
Your minions are unable to find any food. Your creatures are in combat. Your minions have engaged the enemy. Your minions are beginning to starve, Underlord. Your minions are unable to find any food. Your minions are being attacked. A cultist cannot satisfy its needs because it is rallied. Your minions are fighting the enemy. Your minions are under attack. Your minions are rebelling, Underlord. One of your minions is angry because it hasn't been paid. Your minions are revolting against you, Underlord. A gnarling has left your dungeon. A cultist has left your dungeon. Your minions are rebelling, Underlord. A gnarling has left your dungeon. Your minions are revolting against you, Underlord. Your minions are rebelling. One of your minions is angry because it hasn't been paid. A cultist has left your dungeon. Now that his core is a smouldering ruin, there are other matters that need your attention. The Underlord Raskos was locked in a scrap with a gaggling of greasy midgets, but has since gone silent. Get over there and find out what the hell is going on. A job well done, Underlord. Marcus's shattered spirit will not soon forget the price of his cowardice.